today I wanted to bring up a little bit of information to help you out with regards to dieting, because I think this is probably one of the most important things to master and get right, because a lot of the time what we generally tend to do with diet is we focus it on a specific goal. So it could be like a running event that you want to get to and complete, or you want to get a specific time in that running event as well. So you want that accomplishment there. It could be a weight loss goal as well. So you want to maybe like feel and look better about yourself. You want to feel more happy and confident with the way you look. All of these things matter. So it may be like a holiday that you want to hit, or you've got a wedding or something along them lines. So it might be a period of time that you want to hit towards. And most of the time what happens is we're willing to sacrifice whatever it takes to get to that goal. We're quite motivated to get there, and we're willing to do whatever it takes sometimes to get there and put ourselves under pressure. And that is actually okay to do. I think that putting yourself under some form of pressure in a diet is okay to do. But we just need to look at the consequences of after that diet, because they matter a lot. They are very, very important to think about. Sometimes what generally tends to happen is we're happy to take away things like our social occasions. It might be like a glass of wine or a beer on the weekend. We're willing to take that away. We're willing to take away snacks that we enjoy eating, takeaways, going out to restaurants, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, you're willing to take that away for a really short period of time. But the only issue we have with this is, I see this a lot as well, is we go on a specific diet, or you may get a plan given to you by somebody as well, but there's no sort of exit strategy for afterwards. There's no plan afterwards for what you need to be doing. And sometimes you may go with someone as well. You might go with a coach, and you may go with them for a specific reason. But then after you've got to that goal, you're like, okay, well, I'm happy now. I don't need to, go anywhere with my coach anymore. I'm quite happy with where I am, and that's okay. But the most important thing that we need to master is what we do afterwards. So it's trying to make sure that everything that you've learned in that diet, you don't forget totally. But also at the same time, that diet can change as well. And you need to have a plan for afterwards, because that matters a lot. Because if you do put a lot of pressure on yourself, sometimes you may go back to that other diet that you used to be on, or them habits that you used to have. And that's not what we want to be doing, because sometimes we go through this vicious cycle. Every year it could happen. So you may have like a holiday to go to, or a run event, whatever it is. You want to hit that goal every single year, and you just put that little bit of pressure on yourself every year, but then you just go back to what you used to eat. And that's the issue sometimes we have, is we don't have that plan afterwards, and it's important to know that. And sometimes it may be like we track calories for a certain period of time, but then we don't track calories afterwards, or we don't become accountable. And I would say the accountability side and the tracking side probably is even more important afterwards, because you need to be conscious about what you're doing. But you may not need to put too much pressure on yourself after that diet is finished as well. But the most important thing to master on any type of diet is just trying to make sure that you're kind to yourself in some form of way. Because if you do put a lot of pressure on yourself, try to enjoy certain parts of that diet that you're on. Try to enjoy things that you eat. And it can go a long way to your goals. Try to still live the lifestyle that you want to live. Try to have a social life at the same time, because if you take all of these things away, you're going to miss all of them things, and you're going to want to go back to that goal. So it's just something to think about, guys. If you've got any questions, please comment in below, and I will speak to you all soon.